What's up, you guys? K the Critic here, and yes, I am back, but not officially. There have been a lot of things going on in my life through this past year. I put my whole YouTube career on a hold because of it. As you can see, for example, this whole entire background change. Yes, I did move for a lot of personal reasons. And yes, there have been a lot of Bernie stuff going on completely that I was completely involved in, which made me even more busier. So the balancing out school, work, and heavily volunteering for Bernie kind of made me put my whole YouTube life on hold. But yeah, there's also the whole COVID-19 aka coronavirus going on, and yes, I am self-quarantined, and I pretty much have spring break for 2 weeks, and I'm not going to do anything but stay here and home. So why not take the time now to, just get everything finished and just go over my top 10s. Speaking of top 10s, I do have an announcement to make. Even though I'm not retiring this channel, I'm still going to do top 10s here and there, some vlogs here and there. But I'll be mostly doing my reviews on my Instagram page, K the Critic. Where I'll also do like 1 minute videos, 1 minute reviews on that on the page. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow that page as well. Now on this first day, I want to get this first list over with, just for the hell of it. This is my top 10 worst hip hop / R&B albums of the year. Before I get to that, I'm unfortunately not going to do a top 10 2010s decade album of the decade, because I pretty much grew up around that time, and around 2010 I was 12, so I didn't really listen to as much music as before. But anyways, here we go, my top 10 worst albums of 2019. Number 10, Big Day, Chance the Rapper. Now, this album is pretty much the most disappointed I have ever been in Chance the Rapper ever. It's not even the most disappointed I've been. It's pretty much the most disappointed I've been in any of my favorite rappers of the 2010s. The most. I pretty much anticipated that this album was going to be amazing. I anticipated a lot of good albums, some of the same vibes from Acid Rap and Coloring Book, but it turns out this is Chance the Rapper's worst album. And I'm not going to feel completely down about this, because there are a lot of rappers, a lot of my favorite rappers, who've had terrible albums. They've had their downfalls, but they always come back, getting back up. So hopefully Chance would be able to get back up from this damage that this album has caused, and he'll continue to make great music. Number 10, this is possibly still today my most disliked video and review ever. We All Shine, YNW Melly. I really partially do not remember what this, how this album goes, just like the rest of the on this list, because I didn't really want to listen to it again. But when I listened to Melly vs. Melly, it kind of grew on me. His style and his flow really grew on me. It became really unique. And there's also his brother YNB Slime, I think, and he's just a kid, and he's making all this decent music, and it's like really good. I don't really have anything to say about this album in particular. I'm not really going to re-listen to it, because I know it's not the type of album that's going to grow on me. Anyways, number 8, still somewhere in the projects, 03 Greedo. A lot of people are hating on my opinion about 03 Greedo, but hey, it's my opinion. Don't try to be all butthurt about it. It's, like I said, from the rest of this list, I just want to get this list over with, and I don't really remember how these albums really went. Number 7, Cranberry Vampire, freaking riffraff. It's bad when you're an artist who has 2 albums on this list, and I'll get to the other one later. But this is pretty much another disappointment from riffraff. Number 6, Revenge of the Clones, Kid Buu. Now, Kid Buu has faced some controversy of his whole mental state, basically, and I wasn't really anticipating much from this album. I didn't know what to look for into this album, but, you know, I was pretty much thinking that this was going to be a decent album, but unfortunately it wasn't. And, you know, Kid Buu, again, failed to do it. I think he was kind of, before he released this album, he was kind of building a lot of anticipation in people from him, you know, for him basically trolling us, thinking that this guy has a clone. But again, this is pretty much him trying to show a sneak peek of his album. Number 5, Make America Trap Again, Zaytoven. Yeah, a lot of the features and a lot of the work that Zaytoven has done is just really whack. I don't know where he finds these artists. I don't know why this is his style. This is just, it's not really great, and it's not even, it's not really trap to me, so it really disappointing. Number 4, Drip or Drown 2, Gunna. This is one of the videos I've done before. It was still on my top 10 worst albums of 2019 so far, but now it's still on that list. It stays there, and it's pretty much still a disappointment. I did listen to Lil Baby's album recently as well, that came out earlier this year, and I will not really say what my opinion is about that album until I post it on Instagram. So be sure to check that out. Number 3, Big Bad, Gigs. Well, the first time I've ever heard of Gigs was on Drake's album, More Life. It's not an album, it's a playlist. But it was his whole feature interlude that came on was pretty much ridiculous, with a lot of ridiculous freaking lyrics. It's God, it has so many dumb puns, so many dumb ad-libs that I just don't even want to remember it, and I'm glad that I only listened to this one time and thought this was freaking bad. Number 2, this is new. I never expected this internet sensation, social, what do you call it? Social media star just make this really bad album. And it's just, yeah, Tyreek, Fatboy, SSE. I should have seen this coming. I should have seen this guy make music. I did follow him before for a few seconds on Instagram, but I started to dislike it because it wasn't really my taste. It wasn't really my type of thing. It's just, you know, a lot of ridiculous stuff coming from him, trying to do all these good things for kids. And, you know, it's just, from my perspective, it's not enough. You know, it's not going to solve anything. You know, this album is just so fucking bad. I don't even want to talk about it. Number 1, before I get to number 1, actually, here's a lot of dishonorable mentions. Bad Habits Nav, IME, Blockboy JB, Certified Hitmaker Lil Mosey, and I'm coming back to this topic right now on, that was, I think it was number 7, I don't even want to remember, but it was, you know, the same artist that I mentioned before, Riff Raff. Well, Pink Python was also a really bad album. There were 2 good songs on there that were catchy, that's just pretty much it, but other than that, Pink Python's still a bad album. It's really disappointing to see an artist like Riff Raff have 2 bad albums this year, and him not even getting the recognition that I don't think he deserves just yet. Maybe, I don't know. And then last but not least on this dishonorable mention, Camp Glow Tiggy, Chief Keef. I was never into Chief Keef's music in the first place. I don't know where he aims or what he has or any, if there's any potential in him. But the only thing that ever came out of his success was pretty much him rapping at 16 and making this huge hit called Love Sosa and plus I Don't Like. That's just pretty much it. But I love the criticism he takes out from a lot of critics like me. He's a really cool guy. He lives around here somewhere in LA. My brother's ran into him a few times. He's a cool guy. So now we're on to number 1. and that is Harvard Dropout, Lil Pump. Now, this is still the worst album, my worst album of 2019, and it's a lot of the dumb shit he said was pretty much the same shit he said on his mixtape. I think it's called Lil Pump Jet Ski. It's so ridiculous. It's so bad. Yeah, Lil Pump is still relevant because of the social media, the whole social media thing. You know, his rants on social media and him acting out on social media and stuff. Yeah, this is bad. That's it. That's all I have for today. All my top 10 worst albums. I am pretty much, dropped from this fucking thing. I'm not energized as I should be, but it's just it's bad, and it kind of it downs me. It disappoints me. That's how disappointed I am. That's all I wanted to go over today. I hope you guys stay safe out there. Stay in your homes if you can. Stay healthy. Wash your hands 20 seconds a day. We're gonna get through this. We live in a country where it's going to be, end up terribly, but we still stay strong as long as we are in this together. So don't be afraid. Stay calm. Don't panic. You're going to be fine. All right? Hope you guys have a very wonderful day. Peace out.